Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I'm meant to be on my honeymoon. Chelsea, what are you guys doing to me, man? I can't believe the news that we've just seen. It's official, it's come out. Chelsea have sacked Thomas Tuchel. I did not think I would be doing this video now. I'm going to be real with you. As I said yesterday in my video, in my review, you'd be stupid to not be talking about Thomas Tuchel's job at this point. But to make any decision, nah. This decision is mind-baffling. Why? Because none of it makes sense. Except for one thing. One circumstance, which is a circumstance that I told you guys about a few videos ago. If you remember, and I've said it previously. I've said it when it was Lamps. I've said it when it was everyone else. Managers don't get sacked out of the blue. Performances don't just dip like that unless something has happened behind the scenes. I cannot stress that enough. This isn't football or tactic based. It's not. This is obviously something that has happened behind the scenes. Something's gone down within Cobham that we don't know. And wait for it, news will eventually come out if the sources have their correct information. If the sources are, close enough, we will eventually, with time, find out what has gone down. But this isn't solely down to, Thomas Tuchel can't get this team to play. It's not that. You don't go from winning the Champions League, being successful with the majority of these players, getting backed in the transfer window for all of these signings, only for immediately after to get the chop. And we already hear from David Ornstein and a few this morning saying that last night's result was not the deciding factor for why he got sacked. The decision had already been made. What does that tell you? We just signed Aubameyang. We just signed Aubameyang, who Thomas Tuchel wanted. We've signed all these players who Thomas Tuchel wanted, and now we've chopped him. Immediately, something has happened. It's unreal. It's not logical to look at this group of players, a talented bunch of players, right? All of a sudden, just going to pot. All of a sudden, everyone playing like they're not bothered. They don't want to be there. Everyone's unhappy. Something's gone down. Something has happened. It's always the same scenario. This is quite shocking though. Why? Because it's funny. When Roman Abramovich was here, everyone would expect the manager to get sacked. Yeah? But not this quick. Not this quick. With performances like this, and we all remember, under Roman, it would be up until maybe, if you had a bad start to the season, November, your job would start to be spoken about. By December, you'd probably get sacked. Yeah? Happened with Jose. Happened with Lamps. Lamps actually managed to be given a little bit more time, I think, because of who he is. And then eventually we got rid of him. 5 games into the Premier League season. It's not normal. It's not normal. This decision makes Roman Abramovich look nice. This decision makes someone like Roman think, how can they sack him this quick? It's mind-boggling, but I have to be real with you guys. You know me, I speak my mind. I say exactly what I feel. The way that it was going, I think this was the inevitable. I think eventually we would have gotten to this point. But, what I'm really scared of now, and what I'm concerned of, and I see some people that are saying, yeah, Thomas Tuchel should be sacked. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's lost it. He needs to get sacked. I think there's one point that those people have missed. We don't have a football person at the top of this club anymore. We don't even have one. We had Roman in charge. We had Marina. We had everyone else around. We had Bruce Buck. We had people that had been involved in and around Chelsea Football Club for years, right? They at least knew something. We had Petr Cech, who brought that link, I guess, from the team to the boardroom. We had various amount of managers, and we know. but the structure was always there. You kind of knew what you were signing up for. Once Todd Bowley and, you know, Feliciano, Egbali, everyone in charge of Chelsea now, had come in, Roman left. We lost Marina, see you later, no problem, okay. We lost Bruce Buck, okay, no problem, see you later. We lost Petr Cech, all right, no problem, see you later. Thomas Tuchel was the last footballing person. We know that we wanted to appoint a director of football. We still have not appointed a director of football. Thomas Tuchel was the last remaining football person in that boardroom, higher up, at the top of the club, wherever you want to put it, right? Now we have an owner who's been in the sport for, what, a couple months. We have owners who have been in the sport for a couple of months. They don't know, you know, Tom, Dick or Harry when talking about football. They know business. They know how to run businesses. They know how to get deals done. But footballing decision, being football-wise, we don't have anyone. That's what scares me now. First and foremost, I do want to say to Thomas Tuchel, let's take a moment and speak about Thomas Tuchel. It's really, really sad that we've had to part ways with Double T, with TT, because winning the Champions League, giving us those good moments, you could see what he was trying to do. And I think for all of us, he'd really, really imposed himself, I think, in all of our hearts, right? As one of our most favourite Chelsea managers of all time. His mannerisms, the way he talks, the way he was, the way that he conducted himself through all of the hardships at Chelsea with the sanctions and his own personal issues and everything that went down during lockdowns and everything. Tuchel conducted himself as an absolute boss, an absolute pro. And for that, along with winning us the Champions League, the couple of trophies we managed to get with him, the Super Cup, the Club World Cup, he helped us complete the set. I'm forever thankful for that. He gave us some of the best moments as a Chelsea fan, without question, bar none, right? For me, he's up there with Jose, with Ancelotti, and you can maybe stick Antonio Conte there for the season that he gave us and for the FA Cup when he gave us after that. But he's in that bracket, right? He's in that bracket. To see it not work, to see it all of a sudden just end out of the blue. Like I've said, we all knew that maybe eventually we would get to this conversation, but not like this. Not like this. And it's happened out of the blue. So for that, I want to say a huge, huge thank you. And it's gutting. I'm gutted that Thomas Tuchel's gone. I'm gutted. It's concerning where we go from here. Because first and foremost, I think we needed a director of football first. I don't think we're going to do that though. I think we're going to go immediately and try and get a manager. Now, the managers that we're hearing this morning, Graham Potter is going to be approached. Pochettino, Zinedine Zidane. So, when we're looking at that, and for me, it feels a bit premature to start talking about managers all of a sudden because none of us really wanted Thomas Tuchel to get sacked. Not like this. But I do want to stress, before I start talking about the other options, clearly, something had gone down behind the scenes. Clearly. And this is what I want you guys to learn and take away from it, because this is something that I've seen happen repeatedly and I just know now. And I know you guys, I know many of you are in the same boat as me and you realize it too. But for the ones that don't, when you have a talented group of players, things are going nicely, and all of a sudden, performances just stop. Something's gone down, right? Dressing room has begun to get lost. Things are happening behind the scenes. Again, we don't know what it was, but clearly some sort of bust up or some sort of change in atmosphere had happened at Cobham, in the dressing room, wherever you want. For Thomas Tuchel to get sacked with immediate effect like this, and last night's result was not the reason, means there was things happening beforehand. But to look at the fact that we backed Thomas Tuchel with everything he wanted and all of a sudden we've just sacked him, that's what confuses me. And this is what scares me a bit now, because when we talk about this new ownership, their experience in football is very, very minimal. And they have showed themselves to be more ruthless than Roman Abramovich. They're more ruthless than Roman. Roman, I don't think, would have sacked them this quick. Not this quick. 5 days into the season. But I don't think Roman would have done that. Roman would have waited till November before taking action, right? The fact that we've done it so quick, it just screams that massive, massive relationships were destroyed behind the scenes. Relationships were killed behind the scenes. Something must have gone down. Something must have gone down. So that is the big takeaway to learn from this. But also going from here, where do we go from here? You know, as I've said, with this new ownership that don't have experience in football, to be this ruthless, I'm genuinely concerned. I'm genuinely concerned whether they actually are, whether they know what they're doing. When they get Tuchel all he wants and all of a sudden get rid of him, well, now we have a crop of players that we bought for Tuchel, and now we're in the same loop that we were previously with other managers and other players that we buy in the window for them to sack the manager and then have their players. We're in that loop. So I don't know. You know what's mad? I've had a bit of a realization, right? You know, we've tried to change our identity. We've tried to change who we are. We used to be a counter-attacking, defensive-based football team, trying to build from the back in terms of being strong and solid at the back, and then, you know, protect ourselves there, and then try and launch those counter-attacks. We won't be a big, expansive, possession-based passing team. Since we tried to do that under Sarri, we've just not succeeded. Apart from the Champions League win. But we've just not succeeded. You know what? Is it really meant for us? Is it really meant for us? Because look, if you want to play in that manner, you have to give time. You have to give time. Pep had time. Klopp had time. Klopp finished 8th in his first season at Liverpool and got time. At Chelsea, he wouldn't have been saved. He would not have been able to get into his second season after finishing 8th in his first season. He would have been sacked. Maybe that's just how Chelsea are. Maybe that's just our DNA. Maybe that's just how we function. Maybe we're not meant to be a possession-based, expansive football kind of team. Maybe that's just not us. Maybe we need to go back to roots. Maybe we need to just deal with it, soak it up, and go back to what we used to do that used to make us win before. And just do whatever it takes to win. And if that means having to defend and play the football that suits the players that we have, rather than trying to impose a style on our players that maybe they can't do, maybe we'll get somewhere. Maybe we'll get somewhere. So now, bearing that in mind, we then look to the options. Who do we go for? The 3 names are Potter, Pochettino and Zidane. Just off the record, Pochettino is a no. If I see Poch in a Chelsea shirt, I'm officially not just worried, I might write off the season. I might just write off the season and go, well, yeah, I'm not expecting anything. At Tottenham, he had a level. And there wasn't much expectation. But at a club where there was expectation, he went to PSG, with all due respect, a farmers league, right? And I say that reluctantly because a couple of their teams did actually progress well in their Champions League. You know, we saw the way that Lille did. We saw the way that PSG, etc., right? But it's a weak league compared to here. And he still could not boss it. Apart from winning the league title, there were problems, there were things in the dressing room, relationships broke down, didn't do anything in Europe. I mean, the record just is not good. He comes to Chelsea, the pressure's going to be huge. And I don't think that fans are going to be very forgiving with him, especially as an ex-Tottenham manager. I'm just saying that now. So Pochettino is a big no. Graham Potter, I wouldn't mind. He's a good manager with the tools and resources he's had at Brighton. Graham Potter could be a very, very good manager. But I know for a fact his entourage, people around him, Brighton, of course, but all the neutrals would be screaming at Graham Potter going, do not go to Chelsea. Do not take it, because they will destroy you. And I have to be honest, eventually he has to make his step up, right? Maybe this is the time. But if he does, and it doesn't work out, I don't know what happens for Graham Potter. Whereas right now, he's got something really good at Brighton. But does he take the step up? Does he take that ballsy move? It's going to be up to him. Him and Brighton have a very good, close relationship. He's built something good there. Don't know what's going to happen there. Zidane? Zidane I would take. I would take because I think Zidane comes with everything that this Chelsea team lacks. Mentality, there. Zidane doesn't play about. As a player and as a manager, succeeded both. Does not mess about. You do something you're not meant to do under Zidane, you will pay. Right? We know his mentality. His success speaks for itself. As a player, he can prove it to you. As a manager, he can prove it to you. So you listen to him. He demands that respect. It's there. His style is not very, as I've said, expansive, trying to play beautiful football. It's about winning. His aim is to come in and win, right? Get the best out of the players that are there and win. And the one area of the pitch where he was a huge success, where I think that he can add some spice, is the way that he used to play, that technical ability, that cold-blooded flavour that he just had. Is, my God, we are in need of some of that in this Chelsea team. And as a manager for Real Madrid, despite, yes, him having that really, really strong team at Madrid, can he get the best out of the players that we have at Chelsea Football Club? I'd like to think he could. But I have to be honest, none of those options scream absolute certainty. So right now, we're going into a black hole. We'll just have to wait and see what happens and see what happens on the other side. We're in the wilderness right now. Just looks like we're floating. Well, we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts down below. Yeah, this is a very confusing time. I don't know what to feel right now. Like, I'm gutted about Thomas Tuchel, but apart from that, I'm just confused. I don't know what direction this club is going in. I feel like we're just blagging it right now. Yeah. So let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And yeah, if anything happens, then of course I will bring you guys the content. But obviously, as I've already told you, I'm away. I'm on my honeymoon. So I'll give you my previews and reviews for the games, but that's the minimum up until when I come back in 2 weeks. And then it will be back to normal, regular uploading. But if anything drastic happens like this, for example, I will take the time out and I will do what I can do. So yeah, we'll see where it goes and we'll see what updates we get in the next hours, tomorrow, this week. And we'll take it from there. But thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification button to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have somewhat enjoyed this. And yeah, Thomas Tuchel's been sacked. Thomas Tuchel, thank you for everything. We love you. Much appreciated. Thank you for the success. And thank you for the Champions League. And Todd Bowley and new ownership, you just better know what you're doing. If not, I'm genuinely concerned and I'm worried. So, we'll see. Thank you all so much. See you in a bit, guys. Take care and peace.